Hello! Before I start analyzing yesterday's game, I actually have one more game to show you. You might have noticed by my rating that it didn't start on the rating when the previous video ended, and that's because I played another game in between. But I forgot to record, or I guess I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. And it was a really bad game, so I was even debating on not showing it. But yeah, losing is also part of my journey, so I'm gonna start with that one. So it was this game against C1858 rated, and we started off with D5 as I always do. And well, at this point I was feeling quite good, and I knew this was bad some way, but I didn't know how, because yeah. So I'm gonna check with the engine now. So yeah, I was thinking about it, but I was like, okay, we can just bring this knight here. Yeah, that's what the engine says. Yeah, of course, I should have seen this. Yeah, so I could have won the game pretty quickly, but yeah, I decided to go for this, which is still okay. I mean, I'm playing all right. So I was wondering here about something like this, but I think it doesn't work here now. So if he takes a queen, I was thinking about something like this. But after this, usually this is winning, but now the knight is here. So if this was the other knight, then this would have worked. I've showed that line many times, so I'm not gonna do it here, but yeah. I saw that before I was going to play it, so I wouldn't have anyways, but yeah, he took there, so I took back. Engine like taking with the pawn more. Yeah, I guess that would be a quicker way to attack. Now I have to react, although, yeah, I'm still doing fine. So that was alright. This wasn't best. I felt like it was alright because he needed to move his knight again, and now it was on a worse square. Okay. Evaluation doesn't really change a lot on these moves, so I'm not gonna think a whole lot about this. So this was actually bad. Castling. Okay, I should have maybe started attacking immediately. So this was alright. Yeah, this was just a bad move. Let's see, that was bad as well. What does the engine say? Okay, that's what I played. Okay, so this was the wrong idea. Yeah, I should have focused on development. I thought maybe it was a bit too slow. I should start attacking because his king is still in the center, but yeah. Now, evaluation drops a lot, and that's because, not even because of this. He does have a bishop check, but I guess the idea is the same. So let's see. Just castles, okay. I would have loved playing this. I mean, there's something to play for, but yeah, this, and now I have to drop my bishop back, and I'm losing the pawn. And I should have attacked on the other side. Yeah, this was a real bad game. But then he did this, and suddenly I was winning. Because I can't take his rook. After that, I got greedy, and that was still okay. So yeah, I brought my queen back. That's all alright. Not here. Yeah, and I should warn you, this game ends in a really bad way. Okay, so I moved there. That was bad because of that, and I felt like here, okay, trading queens isn't bad. But he didn't trade, and now, what's the tactic here? So this check. Oh, and then take the knight, of course. Why didn't I see that? I thought of both of these checks, and somehow it didn't cross my mind. Because at this position I was like, yeah, I can't take the knight because he takes my queen, but yeah, okay. So I missed that. Pin this knight. Engine say now, yeah, he could take here. I saw that after I played my move, but I was like, okay, I can move away. Probably alright, but isn't if I move there. Yeah, of course. Okay. So we went there. And this. I felt like I had to take with my rook, yeah. And this is just stupid of me because I'm completely winning here. I was like, okay, I'm losing an exchange. Didn't see that I could take the rook. He thought he could throw in this. So he did, and I was like, oh, I'm getting checkmated. I completely missed that my queen was here, so I could have just done this. And he couldn't even have taken this because this would have been checkmate. Yeah, I actually resigned in a +5 position, so yeah, I was winning. Still, it was a bad game, so I guess he deserved something, but yeah. Uh, Next time, I'll make sure to take some more time before resigning because yeah, this is just something I shouldn't be missing. But yeah, I did. So yeah, on to yesterday's game. Let's see. It's this one. Is it recording? Yeah. So let's go for the review. And here I had an 80.3 accuracy, so that's better than last game. It estimates my rating at 1950, so that's all right. So let's see what happened here. This is all main stuff. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this, maybe because it's just bad, but yeah, felt like just grabbing the center. Yeah, it's inaccurate. Yeah, I'm never like, if I don't know something, attacking might be dangerous because my opponent does know the opening, so I feel like just playing safe and solid and saying, okay, I have a good center now. So I'm happy with what I did, although the engine doesn't agree with everything. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking here I should be opening up things up because his king is still in the center, but I felt like if this, he just goes there and nothing has opened up. Although now I think of it, his bishop is quite bad here, so yeah, maybe I should have played the long game. But I was like, okay, I should start attacking with my pawns, and it's not that good. And here it says d5. Yeah, so again, same kind of idea. I went here. Yeah, this was good by him because after this, yeah, I thought he was going to take here because after I take, he wins my rook. Although thinking about it, my rook wasn't doing anything and his bishop was a good piece, so maybe this trade would have been favorable for me. And yeah, the engine seems to agree. But I was thinking he would be doing something like that, but he played this, and I was like, okay, I can take. Yeah, engine doesn't like that. I felt like just trading a lot. I took with the bishop here to keep defending that. So after this, my rook here, I felt like I was thinking about something like this, but yeah, I felt like I needed to go to the e file. Could have used my other rook, but that would be slower. So I felt like going there immediately was good, and the engine doesn't hate it. So okay, I took here, which is good, and then check. Yeah, I felt like his king is weak on that side. Yeah, this was bad because of this move. He could have attacked it. Oh, not like that, but like that as well. Yeah, so that wasn't good. Maybe I should have just backed up and say, okay, I lost the tempo, but keep my bishop. That was okay. And this I was happy with because now at least he didn't have the bishop in the endgame. So I started attacking some more. Yeah, and here he just blundered. It took me some time to find this. Let's see. Yeah, half a minute I took on this move, but it's quite a nice tactic because yeah, he's in check, so he can't like take my rook or anything. He can't just move his king because I'm gonna win a full rook then. So the best he can do, which is what happens in the game, is taking, and I take back his rook. And from this point on, it should have been an easy game, but it wasn't at all. My conversion wasn't good, so let's see where I messed up. So that was good. And here, yeah, my idea was to threaten checkmate, but I have back rank problems, so I felt like kicking out the knight, and that's the engine agrees. And that's also the best move. It stops my idea of going here. So let's say the knight would have done something stupid like that. I don't know, then this would have really been bad for him, I think. Not that bad, yeah. I guess I was overestimating this plan a little bit. So I went for it in a different way, saying, okay, I attack the knight, and after he moves, I'm going there with the same idea. Now I am threatening checkmate, so if he does something random, that's checkmate. But he did respond to that. Was that the only way? Knight f3 check, yeah, okay, he can check me, but then he probably loses his knight, right? I'm attacking his knight now, and he still has to respond, so this kind of is the only move. This was good. Let's see. Rook b8 check. That is what I played, but then the engine disagrees and says I should have just taken. Still felt like this was alright. I thought about something like this, and at first I thought, oh, I can do this because of the king moves, then I win the knight. But I saw that he can just take my rook. So for that reason, going back, I played this first. In hindsight, that was bad. I thought maybe if his king is going here, then I'm winning that pawn and that's alright, but he went there. Still took. He took. And yeah, I should have put more focus on this pawn immediately, because that's basically his only threat. If I can neutralize this pawn, then and let's even say trade off these pieces, then I'm up a pawn in the endgame, so I didn't. This was good by him because, you know, I can't be trading everything because I'm too late. So let's just show that. This pawn is promoting now. My king is too slow. So yeah, I went there with the idea that I could take something and then swing over. And the engine does like that. I thought at some point here that I'm losing even, maybe drawing, but so far the engine keeps saying I'm winning, so I guess I thought there must be some way for him, like here, just checking, I don't know, and bringing his king up some more, his knight in, things like that. Well, of course, his knight is hanging here. So all these things didn't quite work. So I started pushing. And here, what does the engine say? Rook a4 check. Ah, yeah, that would have been nice. And then it says king here. And I would have just won the pawn. Well, what if king here? Yeah, so I could have just traded and then won the pawn. That would have been an easy conversion, but let's go back. In this position I was like, well, I can't save my rook like this, because after takes, he's just completely winning. So I felt like I had to trade, and that wasn't the case. And yeah, I'm still winning here. So I guess my idea of just sacking my rook for this pawn and then the 3-on-1 here, even though he has a knight, was alright. So let's see. Yeah, I should have brought my king immediately. It's still alright. And now it's back to a draw, knight e3 check. Yeah, he could have just won that pawn. That's the problem. He didn't. And now I'm winning. It says I should have just taken the pawn immediately. I was like, I'm waiting for him to promote, because his king will end up further away from the action here. That is important in some endgames, but in this case it didn't really matter. So this was alright. Pushing. Yeah, taking the queen. Only move, I guess, yeah. And then he can't really stop my pawns. and he made it worse by hanging his knight immediately. Now, I did have only 14 seconds, so let's see how I convert it. Made in 2. So I missed made in 1 here. Let's see if I can find it with some less time. Let's see, is this checkmate? Yeah, so I missed this. But yeah, was low on time, so just checking him and eventually checkmating was fine. Here I missed made in 1 again. This one is obvious. There was multiple ones actually, the engine says. Queen 2 check. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I just brought in my other queen and then did this. Doesn't really matter. Checkmate in 4, checkmate in 1 is still checkmate. So yeah, happy to get most of my rating back after that yeah, stupid resignation in the game before. But yeah, we're still going on the journey, so let's see what we can do next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.